Get him, get him.
Oh my God!
Calm down. Come here, come here, come here, come here, come here, come here.
Oh,
Yeah!
yeah, dude!
Dude.
6 pounds, 11 ounces. Oh,
Oh my. Limp! That's what I've been waiting for all day.
that's over 6.
And that one's.
Oh, here he goes.
Go. Good?
That's a big fish.
Full hand on tail. Yeah, it looks sick. Good to go.
Look how broad that thing is.
I wonder if that was the one that followed me in.
Beautiful.
Oh my God.
Holy God. What a beast.
Oh wow. That might be a 4. That might be a 4.
Yeah, it's a 4. You guys show that off too. 4 pounds, 12 ounces. Holy. Oop.
Another good one.
Holy sh! What the? Is that another 6?
Could be.
It's the second giant of the day, proving that point. Oh my God! Oh my God!
Yes!
Big baits, big fish. There we go. 5 pounds, 6 ounces. Beauty. Dude, I'm not even joking. It happened again.
Kidding me?
Nope.
Is it big?
Oh! That's strong.
Oh
Yeah,
wow.
That's a fat fish, dude.
4.
Holy. Dude. Holy hell, that's long.
Yeah, it is.
5, 4, 6. What?
Yeah. Just rock. Got him. Get in here, you.
There's another 6. You. That's a big fish.
6'10".
Woo-hoo-hoo.
A little fatty.
Forgot to unmute. Sorry. Hey, how we doing? We're not rusty at all. How's everybody doing tonight?
I feel rusty after this past weekend.
Dude. Yeah.
Still tired.
Dead tired. It took 2 days for my legs to feel like normal again.
Yeah, my knee's swollen still.
Oh, you know what's really messed up? My thumb. Because like I got there and I had a hangnail and I was like, I'll get that. And I grabbed it with my teeth and I pulled. But it ripped way further
All the
back
way.
and like from underneath like the base of my thumbnail. So, and I looked down and it was like pouring blood. I'm like, oh, that's great. So
Nice to meet you.
this was during setup Thursday night. So I was like, all right, I'll be right back. I went to the bathroom, grabbed some paper towels, wrapped around really tight, and hold there for like an hour.
Jesus.
It still hurts. Stupid hangnail.
I stuck true to my word. We'll get to it after, but I only bought one bait.
That's for both of us. However, an upgrade is happening. So there's a reason why I only did the one. But, all right, enough about that. Let's jump into it, because I'm not really sure how long this is going to take. But let's do a little quick sound off in the chat. We got Gordy, Z20, Ben, Mark, wow, excuse me, Bob, Mike, Kevin, Hook and Bass up north, DJ, Mr. 3D Fishing himself, Edward, Kevin, Alec. It's everybody so far. That at least I can see in the chat. I'm sure there's actually a lot more of you watching, so that's good. That's awesome. Thank you all very much, as always. Greatly appreciate it. While you're here, whether you're watching here on YouTube or on Facebook, drop a like, please. Either way, either spot, wherever you're at, it helps immensely. If you're new to the channel and you haven't subscribed, then please do so. Would also appreciate that. And if you want to wait till the end of the show and see if we can earn that subscription, then I'm okay with that as well. Hopefully we see some new faces in here from the stream this weekend. We actually met quite a few new people. I think we gained like 25 subscribers from the show, which isn't like a huge number, but like still is good.
I met a lot of you guys, and I'm sorry if I didn't know who you were at first, because all I see is your names here.
That's the problem I have too. I had a couple guys come up there, like, they told me their name, and I was like, I've been talking to you for like 4 years, and I don't know what you look like, so I'm sorry.
I'm already bad with names and faces, so my bad.
So that's what I wanted to talk about. But anyway, so yeah, if you haven't done so yet, please drop a like in the stream, whether you're going to interact or not. Like, it helps a lot. That's the biggest thing. I've been making a point to ask up front, often and try to remind myself to say it like at some point in the middle because we got people dipping in and out at random times, and it legitimately the growth went from kind of like a 5-degree angle to like a 10 to 15-degree angle, and that's the only thing that's changed. So really have all you guys to thank for that.
Thanks.
Two things I want to cover tonight. Recap of the Expo, because there's a lot to talk about. I know we talked about it leading into it, but I really want to like recap it because him and I barely even got to, like, we talked for maybe 10 minutes the whole weekend. And
it was busy.
That dude, really busy and mind-blowing experience. Nothing but positive things. And then I actually have a lot of questions for you guys about not necessarily the direction of the channel, but there's I've already got the next 4 topics that I want to do lined up, and I'll do right here in this exact setting, this mic, that banner, the whole 9 yards, just to get some ideas out of my brain that I've been talking about doing for years. I've never done. So I've already like primed that where we'll be moving forward, but I want to get some more ideas from you guys because I want to just go through with everything that I think I want to talk about. I also want to know what you guys really want to hear specifically from us. So we'll cover that after the Expo recap. So New England Fishing Expo 2024, bonkers. New location down at the Royal Plaza Trade Center in Marlborough, Mass. If you're not familiar with the area, there's like 30 restaurants within a half mile of the place.
And they're good.
Yeah, they're very good. Sushi at Mosaka, very good. I actually heard mixed results from everybody at the table, but I would say the majority of the people said very, very good.
Dude, whatever the hell I got, it was like this.
Oh, yeah.
It was like a sushi. It was almost like a poke bowl, but it was just like not in a bowl. And it was so good. It had like seaweed salad on top and all sorts of stuff. Oh, I would go back down there just for that.
Yeah, I'm like...
I don't remember what else I got, though.
All I know is I got 3 orders of like different sushi rolls. So, 24 little individual sushi rolls total. Mm-hmm. And in typical
24?
Well, you know what I mean? It's like 3, there's 8 rolls per like order.
You got 3 rolls.
Whatever. I count them individually, okay? Not like... whatever. There was 24 bites.
Christ.
Because I ate them in one shot. 24 bites.
No, you let them keep it roll in one roll and just...
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Oh, the whole thing? The log?
Oh, yeah. Cylinders.
Oh my God. No, dude, it was phenomenal. All I know is that I was sitting with Wayne Campbell, and I'm sorry, I do not remember the other gentleman's name. So Wayne Campbell from Swimbait Universe was sitting across from me with his buddy beside him, and was sitting beside Oliver and Riley, and there was 19 of us, I think, and I was starving.
$1,500.
Yep, $1,500 between the 19 people. I was so hungry because I hadn't really eaten anything all day. I eat fast anyway, but I ate like twice as fast as I normally do. I just remember Wayne like taking his time eating his food. He looks up, he's just like, "Holy crap!" I was like, "What?"
Who? What?
I was hungry. He couldn't believe how fast I ate it.
Yeah.
Delicious.
Sorry, I was reading.
So, no, Jim, we didn't go to Apex. But anyway, enough about the food. Let's talk about the show. You go first. I want to hear
Honestly,
your highlights from the whole thing. And how you missed most of Friday. Or pretty much all of
I missed most of Friday. I had to work Friday supposed to work until between 1 and 2. UPS was supposed to show up, pick up the packages, and then I was going to leave and go down to the show right after. Someone didn't get the friggin' memo. I was there till 4:45, sitting in my boss's brand new Ranger watching Netflix.
He sent me pictures. He's like, getting in my seat time for captain's license.
So that was my start to my Friday. I get down there. He kind of let me... I worked the booth a little bit, and then he kind of let me walk around a little bit. Saturday, whole different story. That was insane. There was so many people coming through the BFE booth. Like, we were smack dab in the center, a giant booth, people everywhere. I was kind of running around pulling security kind of and selling things and meeting people and talking to everybody and just running out to the trailer getting product. It was hectic, to say the least. Sunday, for the most part, in the beginning of the day till probably around 1, it was wild. And then it kind of slowed down, and we actually tore down the entire booth in about an hour.
So I was like extremely happy for you guys, but I was also bullshit.
Why?
Because I walked around the corner, and mind you, we're like 3/4 done, and you guys are literally leaving. I'm like, what the hell? We have more people to help in my booth, and there was like nothing there. There was 5 adults tearing down our booth, and there was 3 of you, and you guys had a 20 by 40 booth, half of everything Steve owns.
We literally brought almost.
Like, what the hell?
We brought like at least 2 to 3 of everything in the shop.
All I remember
That whole wall when you first walk in,
yeah,
all of that was gone at the shop at the show.
I believe it because I remember walking in and I'm like, wow, he wasn't kidding. So I stopped at Bass Fishing Electronics the weekend before. So I went to pick up apparel at Co-Ed Sportswear. And on the way down, I'm like, of course I'm going to stop. Like, how do I not stop in while I'm driving right by? Because they're right off the highway. I had to drive right by them. And sitting there shooting the shit with Steve while him and Brian were wrapping up Steve's other boat, the Phoenix. And I was like, you about ready for the show? And he was like, that's what me and his wife were just talking about. Trying to decide what we're going to bring. Initially, didn't want to bring a lot. He just kind of like gives a look. He's like, pretty sure we're bringing more than half the shop now.
We get back to the shop and he's like, I think we brought too much. I'm like, you fucking think?
You guys were prepared though. Like, that's for sure. It looked like you guys sold
Sunday at, we sold most of them. Sunday at noonish, we packed the trailer up. I drove back to the shop, dropped it all off, drove back down to the show, worked the rest of the show, packed the trailer up at the end of the night, and then brought the rest up. Oh, traffic sucks in Mass, by the way.
Oh my God.
People don't know how to drive when there's a trailer on the road. It's like they're scared of it or something.
Yeah.
I was scared of them.
Dude, it was nuts. The few times I got to walk over there or like just look over, because I had to walk right by your booth to go to the bathroom for like the 2 times during peak time that I could sneak over there. And I was smart this time. I brought a lot of water, and I was drinking a lot of water the whole weekend, so I didn't lose my voice once. I didn't have a sore throat, so that was good. That worked out as intended. But every time I looked over, like your booth was swarmed. It was nuts.
Dude, it was nuts. It was a lot. For a simple-minded person like me, it was a lot.
I heard you even made a sale or 2.
I did. I sold a Ghost, Foresight, and like a whole bunch of other stuff.
For those not in the know, the Foresight is that separate turret that you would mount so you have independent from your trolling motor for your forward-facing sonar. Mm-hmm. Is it Foresight? Is that the brand or is that the model of it?
Foresight is the brand.
What's the model name of it? Isn't it just Foresight?
Foresight.
Okay. I couldn't remember.
It was good. It was a very good show.
Yeah, man. That's it to a T. You and I have talked about this, and I talk about it with Chris every once in a while, and I'll talk about it like with Chris every once in a while. It always kind of hits me, and like I have these, like, I don't know, literally only a handful of like reflective points in my life, but especially in regards to the channel. And it hit me hard Saturday because Friday was very busy for a Friday show. It was phenomenal, man. And from the moment the doors opened until probably like 5 o'clock, so a good 4 straight hours, I just talked to people. And then, like, nonstop. I'd be talking to somebody, and then there'd be someone right behind them, and it never ended for 4 straight hours. And then, from that point until probably about 7 o'clock, I had very little gaps in between the next person and the next person to talk to. And it was phenomenal. And I honestly could not have done this show without my wife working the booth. And because you couldn't be there, like, dude, if Oliver and Riley didn't show up, or literally anybody else to be there the whole weekend, I would have been sunk.
Yep.
It was insane. Or I mean, I could have managed it, but then I wouldn't be able to talk to anybody. And it was eye-opening how many people just wanted to come up, say hi, and say thank you for what we're doing. And then Saturday was just stupid, man. I had so many people standing around, like, waiting to talk almost the whole day. Not like I had like 20 people around me. It was just like there was always like 1, 2, or even sometimes 3 people just waiting there to like just to say hi and shoot the breeze a little bit. Sometimes talk tips or fishing, whatever. But more than anything, like 95% of the conversations was them saying thank you for what we do with the channel. And I don't know, man.
Chrissy helped me out.
What'd she do?
She came up to me. I was just like,
the monster.
butt tired.
Yeah.
She showed up with a monster. I was just like, I love you.
She's like, how many should I pack before we're leaving? And I was like, you know what? Just get like a bunch. And she's like, okay. And we get there. There's 8 of those big cans in there. I'm like, I really only need like upwards of 6 of these. But even still, I'm going to drink one of them like from the house in the morning. So I really only need 3 here. I was like, all right, I got Andrew covered. Because I guarantee he's going to wake up, get to the show Saturday morning, and be like, damn it, I forgot one.
Yep. I actually stopped at the store too, and I saw them. I was like, I don't think I'm going to need them. We got water. And by like 10, I was like, and that show's only going for like an hour at that point. I was like, I need a friggin' monster.
Dude. So, I got to talk with a lot of people, and vast majority of them are people that are subscribed to the channel. And it was I keep wanting to say it's a humbling experience, but that's not right, because it's not, I don't know, to me, like saying I was humbled is not appropriate, because it feels like that's the other way around. Like, oh, I'm going to kill it, and I'm going to have thousands of people here. Oh, only one person came. That would humble you. The opposite of that. I don't know the correct word. I always forget the word I'm supposed to be looking for. But that's all I could think about the whole weekend. And like by the time I got home Saturday, dead tired, but just buzzing with excitement, I was like, holy shit, like this thing is really, really for real. Like we did, this is only the second show we had a booth. We did the New Hampshire show last year in March 2023. And it was very much the same.
The third one.
Well, okay, sorry, we did the swim bait show.
No, that's 4, because we did it the year before that too.
Where?
Because we had not that banner, but the old one. Remember?
That was at the New Hampshire.
The New Hampshire show, and
Yeah.
then we had this again, and then we did the swim bait, and then we did the New England show. The first.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
We've done the New England show as well.
You're right. Okay, I forgot about the first New Hampshire.
We've done a bunch of shows.
All right, so there's been 4. I don't count the swim bait one.
No, because
necessarily because we are not the name that people look for when it comes to swim baits. While we do fish swim baits a lot, I wouldn't even look to me for like, like this the same kind of person that I'm assuming would like come to look to us for additional information on like traditional fishing. You put that same person, but on the swim bait only level, they're not going to come look to us because we're not in that realm. Like we don't cover it enough. We don't have an experience, both for like time we fished it and the variety of baits that we fished and the different times of the years. So like us going to the Swim Bait Expo, to have Reel Nothern Bass there was just like an added benefit of carrying big bass streams and Defiant. But I don't know, man. Long story short, I talked all weekend. I had phenomenal number of people that came to watch the seminar up on the stage, and especially over the tank demo.
I was poking my head around.
Oh, when I was at the seminar stage, yeah, dude, it was cool. The fish tank thing was probably the biggest surprise to me because I had to go up immediately after Joey Cifuentes one day, and then I had to go up immediately before him another day. And I had more people there to watch me than they were there to watch an Elite Series angler. And that's not a knock against him, that at all. I don't know the guy. I got to talk to him a couple times. Wicked nice guy. My wife is commenting. I'll get to that in a second. But it was, I don't know, man, like that was by far the most eye-opening thing. Like, holy shit, we've got more people that are here to see us and hear us talk about fishing in New England than in a freaking, in like an actual Elite Series winning Elite Series angler. Holy shit. I don't know how else that can send it home other than that. Like, that's
know how
one
to
of the biggest
fish New
things.
England.
That we do. But still, he's an Elite Series angler. Like, he's succeeded at the top of the highest mountain you can get in this sport.
I'm rigging an Elite Series angler boat right now.
Mr. Tim?
Mr. Tim Doobie.
Holy shit, he got it up here that fast, or is the post from Bass that slow?
No, he drove down to Maryland 2 days ago, picked it up.
Drove straight back.
And drove straight back, dropped off, had Mark Fournier drop it off at the shop.
What a champ. Good for him.
And his boat's getting wrapped right now in Jersey. So he's going to have to drive back down to New Jersey to go get his truck.
Oh, God.
I mean, his truck, not his boat.
Yeah, that's insane. So anyway, my wife, I saw her in the chat. She said rock star. She was very, very proud of herself, as she should be, because she had a lot of people commenting on, making comment to her that she was an absolute rock star for, one, being there to help out with everything. Us bringing along our oldest son, Jared. He was there the whole weekend.
And dealing with our bullshit.
Yes, that. And allowing me to go fish once a week on Sundays. And I remember coming over to her at one point, and she's like, I'm keeping track. I've had so many people tell me that I'm a rock star. I'm like, how many? She's like, 12.
12.
And I was like, now, did you follow up with telling them how much you were treated like a princess at home, where you get every meal cooked for you perfectly?
It's true. Sorry, Chrissy.
She's like, no, I didn't tell them that. I was like, I earned my fishing days, damn it. I would consider myself a pretty damn good cook, and she's spoiled for it. That's
Smash patties are bomb.
I literally had that for dinner tonight. Oh. Well, because Jared had a basketball game from freaking 5 to like almost 6:30.
You know what I had for dinner last night?
What?
I ate an entire box of Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Oh my God, champ.
I saw it at the store and I was like, oh my God, I have to have that. Oh, it was so good.
Carl, I saw something from you. I'm sorry. I'm trying to find it. I was looking for you, buddy. I had a shirt for you. I'll have to ship it to you. So shoot me your address and I'll ship out a shirt for you.
Hi, Mom.
Mr. Show had an extremely difficult week. Lost my little brother and my fishing buddy. It's been rough.
My
I am
God.
very, very sorry, Carl.
Jesus, Carl. I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, that's tough, man. Condolences with you and your family, man. Hope you're doing well. Keep you in my thoughts. No rush. No, let me give me an address when you get a chance. I got a little care package for you. Even your mom commented, Chrissy is a rock star. She is.
She's also a rock star for crushing an entire box of CTC.
So, all right, here's something. Let's cover. Actually, we'll cover these in a second. But one random thing that was like a highlight of the weekend. You know that beef jerky guy that we look forward to?
Oh, so good.
Like that really thin, crispy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
He was like literally set up right beside us.
I know. You lucky.
We bought 3 bags of jerky from him. Chrissy and I demoed 1 bag of mango in like 2 hours.
Who is it? I think it was. I'm pretty sure it was David gave me a piece, and it was. You know how I don't really like spicy stuff.
Yeah.
He's like, it's not that bad.
Oh, you okay?
Yeah, but
It's David.
Yeah. Well, I had a piece of it, and for 20 minutes I was sitting there like sweating, and I didn't want to show it to him. So I walked away and went back to BFE.
How you doing, Andrew?
I'm all right. I'm going to shit my hands.
Oh my God, I'm doing. My face is bright red. Hey, Tom, glad you can make it. It was very good to see you this weekend, too, by the way.
Yeah, I talked to Tom and Tyler for probably, 15, 20 minutes.
Did you see that they did like this really cool little scavenger hunt for their subscribers or their followers on Instagram?
I didn't.
They had like a little ammo case with a bunch of baits in it and stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they were like posting kind of a series of stories and pictures, and then they went and hid it in the woods like, near one of the parking lots.
Someone find it?
Oh, yeah, like real fast, too. No, there was like, if everything was that I saw in the video was in that, dude, that was a hell of a find. There was some really good stuff in there.
Oh, knowing them, I'm sure there was.
Dan Nickerson wants to know whose boat was at the BFE booth. Are you disclosing that? Is that being disclosed? What boat? Whose boat was in the BFE booth?
Mine. Some dude came up and like actually wanted to buy it. He's like, name the price.
Derek, when we were all
80 grand.
When we were all setting up Thursday, Derek, they actually set up early. They went to dinner, they went back to the room, and then he was talking to the 2 J's. And he's like, you know what? I want to go do something. I got an idea. So he just went down there alone and finagled his booth for a little bit. And he was just walking through when I was getting stuff. So we stopped and said hi. And as we were like walking up towards the BFE booth, and he was like, dude, that boat is nuts. So I told him all about it and what he did. And he was like, to me, he's like, you think you want to sell that? I was like, what, you don't want to do the gambler anymore? He's like, no, man, I just want to be done. He's like, I want that. And I was like, honestly, he probably would.
I don't know. He seemed pretty sure that he didn't want to sell it. And I looked at him like, give it like 2 months and that thing's going to be gone. And he's like, no, I think he's going to save it for Clayton, his son. That's what he's thinking.
How old is Clayton?
5. Nah, he'll have the 520R.
Yeah, I was going to say, by the time he actually gets to 16, if he's really showing an interest in it, Steve's going to be like, screw it.
No, I think Steve, he put
19.
enough money into that thing where I don't think he's going to get rid of it.
Yeah, I can understand.
And it'll be a demo boat, and when he'll be a small pond boat for around here. And
small boat. Small pond boat.
Small pond boat.
Phoenix 721, right? Or is it 720?
No, it's a 21.
Okay.
I don't know if it's a 7 or a 9, but
I thought it was a 720.
I think it's a 721.
We digress.
But it's Steve's. And he
the
had
best
that
is like
thing completely sent it down to JCS, Scungio's place down in Rhode Island. They took the top cap off it, put a new transom in it. Literally top to bottom, it's we got it back as a shell with a motor on it. And we completely rigged that thing out, me and Brian. And it took a while, but we did it. And we got it done before the show, probably like 3 days before the show, 3 to 4 days before the show. We were still kind of tweaking some stuff, doing some things to it. Finally finished it up. And me and Brian were joking. We're just like, what if we did all this and the big motor didn't run? It runs. It's fine. But those dudes were down there. Scungio's dudes were down there. They came over. We talked for a while. They actually had a beautiful, it was a 97 Champion that they had redone. That thing, I went over and looked at it. I'm like, oh my God, I need this in my life. But the only thing with Champions, they're so skinny. That's the only thing I don't like about them.
Yeah.
Other than that, I want one.
That was a gorgeous boat.
Yeah,
Sean,
soup
call
to
that
nuts.
Soup to nuts.
You're not wrong. It's a cool boat.
Yep. Well, I think that's enough on the Expo. And then one parting thought, I cannot thank you guys enough for the support you showed everybody. Dude, like, we did really, really good to the point that I will elaborate on how well we did shortly and explain what we got and what I didn't get. Did really good for selling apparel. Didn't sell all of it, but we sold more than half, which was phenomenal because I brought a lot. Probably more than my wife originally wanted. But
now we have stuff for you guys.
Yeah, we got to get it up on Shopify. That's the next thing. I say we, that's me. Because Plus Side already have pictures of everything, so I just need to go into Shopify and put it in. Like that's just tedious, but it's not difficult. It's just time consuming. We have no hoodies left, which is the coolest thing. I bought 40 hoodies, came up with 3. There's 2 smalls and a medium. So, if you're teeny tiny, then yeah, we get a hoodie for you. Otherwise, we're out. I don't know if I'll be doing these again anytime soon. Maybe. If I do, it'll probably be like pre-order. A lot of t-shirts, a lot of hats. We'll get it up on Shopify. I pretty much got cleaned out of decals, which was cool too. The show was phenomenal. The number of people that came up just to say hi, love the channel, love what we're doing. Like, I cannot thank you all enough. That put the biggest smile on my face. And it's given me, it is absolutely, especially in light of recent other shit going on, absolutely a sense of purpose, which is, I don't know, man. I've got more clarity on, I guess, what I'm really meant for in a way. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just excited for what's going to happen this year. Or at least try to make
this year's going to be good.
Try to make happen.
This year's going to be good.
Yep. Big thing is make the most out of every opportunity and not let a single one slide by. That's what it comes down to. Mm-hmm. So, for everybody that did buy stuff, thank you very much. Appreciate you. Here's the really cool thing about that. That was a pretty penny in apparel, and it was not a ton. Like, I guarantee you, Jamie, who's in here, he's probably spent more money in apparel. I know he certainly had a lot more in baits, like almost everybody did. But it was not cheap. Now, the only plus side was I did get a pretty good bonus from work at the end of the year. So I was essentially playing with what I would call house money. Like, still money, but it wasn't part of my salary, so it's not something like I count on to survive and get by with.
It's like a tax return.
Yeah, kind of.
Nobody gives a shit when it's disappearing, but then you want it at the end of the year.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, not a problem. And wife and I talked. I was like, okay, if I make it all back, then I could go do a boat upgrade. So with that, I had to be very careful what I spent money on at the show, because anything I spent was going to detract against what I could do. So plus side, made all my money back, a little bit more than that as well. I'm getting lithiums. I texted Steve today at Bass Fishing.
I know, he talked to me.
I'm getting 4 ionic.
He's like,
125.
he's like, Sean just texted me about batteries. I'm like, about friggin' time.
Dude, there was, like, there was so many moving pieces to this. And finally, like, wife and I talked. She's like, let's get through the show. If you make your money back, get the batteries. And then, as luck would have it, they were on sale anyway. Because I was sweating a little bit. I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ, it's going to cost me a lot of goddamn money, but I'm going to do it. I got to do it. I got to stop thinking about it. Just got to do it, get it done. And then I looked after the show. I was like, ooh, they're on sale. I'm doing it. So, there's a bunch of money in Venmo, so it takes a while for that all to clear. So that's why I texted him. I was like, when's the sale end? Because I don't want to screw up on this and miss out. But if I can, I'm thinking in my head, I'd rather let all this stuff clear from Venmo. And he was like, just, let's do this. I was like, done. Texted him back. I didn't hear back from him yet, but I texted him back. He was like, just invoice me. I'll just invoice me. I'll pay it. Throw him in Andrew's truck. Well, they're going to throw in Saturday.
Yep. When are you getting them?
I mean, if I can, I'll pay for them tomorrow.
We got plenty of 125s.
Good. So I'm doing 4 Ionic 125 amp hour with the internal heater core. And
we don't have any of those yet until they ship them.
He said they were in stock.
Maybe they are.
Well, we'll find out. It's not like we need them right now.
They might be in stock, actually.
Important thing is it's happening. If I got lithiums. Next up, after that, at some point later this year, if all goes well, Raptors. Then a hydraulic jack plate. Then probably another graph. I like to spend money.
I get hydraulic jack plate before Raptors.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Just
Raptors would be sweet, though.
We don't usually fish shallow enough to use them that often.
That's true.
Yeah, well.
Okay.
Anyway.
Doesn't matter. Let's talk about what we did spend money on.
There's my one bait.
There's my one bait. Both from the same company.
Same, but different.
So I actually went over and talked to Brian Correa over at Bullshad.
So did I.
And
for like
I
an
was
hour.
looking for I only got to talk to him for like 3 minutes the whole weekend. And I was going to get trick shad, and I wanted a black crappie, but he didn't have any. He had yellow perch and rainbow trout.
Those trick shads look nice.
I know. And it was like, I really want a black crappie. So I was like, well, maybe I'll just get another yellow perch. But then I got thinking about it, and I was like, I like bull shad. They make great baits, but I've already got one. And I want like another 7 to 8 inch one. So I was like, okay, Chris, Bass and Panda, yes, comment, pin that for a second.
Yes.
I wanted something different. And here's the thing. Like, we went out to the Candlewood camp last year in first week of August. Andrew and I went out fishing during that weekend, the day after the BFL, and we went out with Oliver and Riley and our buddy DJ. And Oliver is like, he has these Golden Belt Customs, not the sickle, the silo.
This one.
And he was like, he gave one to each of us. He's like, fish it. Let me know what you think. We fished them all day. I literally brought 2 rods. I brought a jig and I brought that. So I really forced myself to just fish it. I didn't mind wasting a day if I didn't get bit. I got 1 bite. But I just really want to experience what this guy could do, so I give honest feedback to Oliver. And I was really impressed with it. So ultimately, I was like, you know what? If I'm going to buy one bait, I'm going to go buy one from him. And I debated getting one from Big Bass Dreams for one of the collabs. But ultimately, I was like, you know what? Let me go to like Mike's booth and talk to him. Got to talk with the dude, wicked nice guy. And he had, I believe this is the one of the new ones. It's got a giant eye on it. Slow sink, 7.5 inch. It's 2.3 ounces, I think, if memory serves correct. Glide or chop it. I was like, you know what? That's the winner. That's going to be the one bait I buy. And that was it. I didn't spend any other money because I wanted lithiums when I got home. And so that's what I did.
So, how my brain works. I told you guys I was only going to buy one bait. I left myself enough money to buy one bait. The week before, I went out and bought a new gun. So I wouldn't buy more than one bait.
He's saying, hey, I figured out how not to spend all my money on the show. I'm like, how? Get a picture of a pistol. I'm like, yeah, that'll do
it. So that's how that went. But this thing, this is the silo. It's 9 inches. Oh, yeah, 3.5 ounces. I didn't want to buy anything under. I don't really ever want to buy anything under 9 inches. And I wanted a chopping bait that was between 9 and 10 inches. This is 9 inches. This is absolutely chopping bait, and it will never blow out. I took this thing when we were up on Champlain, and I ripped it as hard as I possibly could, and it stayed upright the entire time. It didn't blow out, and that's all I needed to see. I knew this was going to be the bait I was going to buy. Like I told you guys before, I'm not telling you. This is the bait I was going to buy. This is the Big Bass Dreams Golden Belt Custom collaboration. and it's gorgeous. I am so excited to throw this on Sunday. It's going to be jerkbaits, jig, and that. Hopefully I catch something on that.
I think we're having a much better year this year.
I better. Fuck.
It's not like it did that much better than you did.
I had a good week on Champlain. That was pretty much it.
Same.
What do you mean? You got like 2 6s and like a bunch of other big fish.
No.
That one at Powdermill.
I got, that one to start the year.
Those 2 other 6s.
I only got 2 this year. You're thinking last year. Last year I had 4.
That was
6.
last year?
Yeah. This year only had 2 over 6. The one where we always go in the spring. That was at 6:11.
Was that in the fall?
And then the other 6 was that one I caught off the bed. So come on, doesn't really count.
Oh, true.
And then I had that 1.5 that didn't come until the friggin' tournament, to which you got your 1.6, which didn't come until the next
Which
day.
I
in the
missed my
tournament.
8.5, 9 pounder.
Yeah, you missed that. And then I got one, and that was the only 5. Other than that, dude, we only caught 4s the rest of the year. We did not light up the scoreboard this year for big fish. It was not a good year.
Yeah.
I did. Okay, so wait. There's 2 comments here. Sorry, Chris may have pinned it and I missed it because I did ask him to, and I wasn't. Sorry, conversation went too fast. There it is. Bass and Panda. Andrew Deps announced a 300-sized slide swimmer. Yep. Was that your?
It was. So.
We gonna get it.
Okay.
I'm getting one.
I know I'm spending money on something else now. I actually found a website and I can get the Depths 250s super cheap.
I might buy another one.
I'm going to buy 6.
I might buy another one because
I could get 3 for the price of 1.
Oh, John, it's great to see you this weekend too, man. Hope you and Nick had a blast. I mean, we talked. It sounded like you guys had a phenomenal weekend. Everybody did. Everybody we talked to said it was a phenomenal weekend. Take it back. There's one guy that said it was, but I don't know who he was, so I kind of feel bad about that. But yeah. Anyway,
This weekend was sick.
dude, it was stupid. It was great. Wait, who's going? Oh, I'm going out. I'm definitely going out Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Even Mr. Miller's getting out. Oh, I forgot to tell you. So I see Bass and Panda 86 baits.
Yeah, I know. I've seen them.
Yeah, but,
Alec was using it down in Florida and caught like a 9.5
but I didn't.
and like a 13. I don't know. It was huge. They're just giant. Yeah, I seen them.
No, but you didn't see this one. You did not see the one I'm getting.
Oh, wait.
Found it. Bottom one.
Top one.
I'm getting the bottom one.
I'm getting the top one.
You are?
I don't know. I think I'm going to.
I'm
After I get that
know.
Depths 300.
Yeah.
I got to look that up. I got to find that. Do you have a website?
He did. He put it up in there, but I can't see it. Oh. John, any high school anglers send my way. I'm now the youth director for New Hampshire Bass Nation. Nice. That's awesome. Congrats. What was the other thing I want to talk about? Well, it's all right. It's already 8:40. So covered the gratitude and thank you and an amazing show. If you guys didn't go this year, it's going to be at the same location next year, by the way, for the New England Fishing Expo. Pretty much the same weekend. It's January 31st to February 2nd, something like that. Dan intentionally does it in between like AFC, NFC championships. If you're a football fan, in between the conference championship weekend and Super Bowl weekend. So there's like no major sporting events during that same thing. So, although in all fairness, whatever.
Oh, I could actually do a shout out to Carter for coming see me this weekend.
Dude,
my mom ended up bringing him. He had a blast. He got to meet Oliver. He had a great time.
Yeah, he did.
Thank my mom. Everybody thank my mom for bringing him.
Thank you, Carla. But, all right, we covered the baits we bought. By the way, if you weren't here at the beginning of the stream, you can do me a favor, drop a like while you're here. Greatly appreciate it. Whether you watch on YouTube or Facebook, doesn't matter. It's Carl. I can't make it to that thing this weekend. It's not a yard sale. The VFW show this Saturday at Medway. Ton of killer deals. There's a
Brian's going.
Yeah, I know. What the hell is it called?
It's a yard sale.
It's basically a yard sale. There's another word for it, and I can't figure it out. I've heard good things about it, but I can't make it. All right, so this is where you guys come in.
My mom, I think I had more fun than he did.
All right, this is where you guys come in. I've already got flea market. That's what it was. Thank you. I've got. All right. Before we go too far, Jim.
Oliver is not as tall as Sean.
I would say that is not a dig against Oliver whatsoever, but really goes to show how tall I am. I heard that from multiple people that I get to meet for the first time, and we talked for a few minutes, and there was like 5 or 6 of them without fail. They're like, dude, you're a lot fucking bigger than I thought you were. I don't think people understand just how tall I am.
I don't
more often
people
than not.
understand how dumb I am.
I mean, well, that goes without saying for both of us.
Hey.
I think they do know.
Brain cells.
Well, Alice, I believe we have autism.
Jesus. Didn't you guys buy any Douglas rods?
Douglas did great.
I know they did. They did awesome. Their rods are sick. Christian
Dude.
awesome. And Ryan and Sean and everybody else that worked at booth killed it.
Hey, speaking of Oliver, konnichiwa. Hello, friend.
Hello.
Okay.
Konnichiwa, fishes.
Okay, we have to get back on topic here. One of the things, I've got 4 topics like primed and ready. Recording them is going to be easy because it's 4 topics that we've covered them in the live streams like a couple of times since we started doing this 3 years ago. And I've kind of done similar topics like for regular videos on the channel, but some of them have been like, ripped down from the live streams, or a couple of them I did at the seminar at one of the fishing expos. So I was like, you know what? I should just do those as separate videos. So I've got them all like lined up. I'm going to record a bunch of them like probably tomorrow night after I'm done work and everything. I'll record 1 or 2 of them, and then I'll record the other 2 at some point during this weekend. Beyond that, I'm thinking ahead because now we've got one of my oldest friends, Chris. The guy I started the gaming channel with that we did that together. He's now like fully on board helping me edit videos. And he's already rock and rolling with getting live streams caught up, uploaded towards Spotify. And he edited both of the seminar videos. So I posted the one Monday. The other one will go up on Friday. And he's going to help with like any of those single camera point of view stuff. He's going to roll with it. What do you guys want us to talk about? That's the big thing.
Yeah.
I know what I want to talk about. And I know the next 4 topics I'm going to put up on the channel. As well as hopefully we have at least a decent day this weekend and I can upload that. If not, I know I'm going to make a video on the boat this weekend. What do you want to hear about?
With one less camera.
If anybody's feeling in a donating mood, we lost a GoPro 10 at Lake Champlain the last trip out. $400 down the drain. I don't need a newer GoPro. I'm going to replace it with a Hero 10 at some point, but it cost me $500 to replace both windshields on the boat. And I'm going to have to replace the $60 combo of, it's essentially 3 parts I use to make that rig to hold the camera. I'm going to, we're down a camera.
I'm an emoji.
Yes, you are an emoji. Gordon, we will not see you in New Hampshire. I might be there Friday, but I got to fly out to London for work on that Saturday of that show, so. Ain't gonna happen. Aha! All right. Topher, if you want to start pinning stuff after I see this one, go for it. Bass and Panda. Douglas rod lineup breakdown. Already one of the 4 videos I have lined up. It'll probably be the 4th one in this series. For sure. That is for dang sure. Because we just got another bunch of rods for this year. It's part of our deal. So... And I never really actually covered them in depth last year. So I was thinking about it. I was like, you know what? Between what you have, what I have, we've got almost their entire lineup covered. They're split between the LRS and the X Matrix, but
Pretty close to it.
we pretty much have every length and power and action covered.
I know I got every swim bait rod they have.
Yeah, you do.
Multiples.
I've got the other ones now. What else we got for topic suggestions?
Alex, it's topic suggestions.
What?
He doesn't know what we're talking about.
Because I'm dumb.
Same.
There we go. Hooking bass north. Big baits. Oh, yeah. Sorry, Chris. No, I talking about buddy in the background. He's writing stuff down while I talk instead of pinning comments. Why am I asking him to do 2 different things at once? I'm stupid. Alec, you, me, we both retarded. You wanted us to talk about big baits. We haven't actually, we did literally 1 video on that. It
I
actually did
think
pretty good.
I think we should bring on 2 dudes that know a lot about big baits. Bring them on again.
I would love
Because
to.
we are getting pretty close to the spring bite. And I think that would be good timing for that.
Yes, we need to get them back on. Tom, you still here? Can you please make your schedule work for you guys to come over here? I promise I'll leave the door open so it's like 40 degrees in here to start before we start the show.
Yeah, dude, it was like 95 in here last time.
We're all sweating bullets.
I'm like, oh my God.
It was bad.
That wasn't long. That was 3 years ago. That was one of the first guests that we had.
Yep. Yeah, that was, that was ages ago. Carl, let's talk about jig trailers. Yes. There's another topic. Okay, we already covered the swimbait arsenal. What was the other one I said we agreed to?
I wasn't listening.
I don't think. I'm just trying to find. Oh, okay. I already went by it. It was the question. Someone said, do a Douglas Rods breakdown. But that was already on there. Okay.
Yeah,
so
they do.
jig
They're
trailers.
2-piece.
Actually, jig trailers, yes. That is a topic I would absolutely love to cover. Between the two of us, we could probably talk for half an hour just on jig trailers. You break it down by.
I could literally tell you
5-degree
one
water
jig
temperature.
trailer that you need for all seasons.
I already know the answer to that.
Yeah, it's the flipping delight.
Damn right. Carter says hello to Oliver. Carter! Wait, what are you talking about? Oh, 219, brand new on the GoPro.
GoPro,
11. Oh,
yep.
all right. Thank you, sir. Thank you. That was right. He said the same thing for that, and then there was that. Douglas, I don't believe is going to be at the Milford show.
They should be, though.
They should be. No, not for streams, Alec. These are like, I'm going to make a standalone video go up as a regular upload. That's what I'm looking for topic ideas.
Some idiot did a breakdown.
That he did. I could literally just do that to that point. You know, even almost like a stitched video on TikTok. Like I can talk about all of our Douglas rods.
Oliver Douglas rods.
And then I'm like, and now for the swimbait rods. And then just put me in the corner, like, and then just overlay Oliver's video.
Yeah, right. If you haven't had an X-Mate, if you are a swimbait guy or just getting into swimbaits, these, I'm telling you from experience, these are amazing swimbait rods. They're sick.
So
They're like, you can get some swimbait rods. I've had swimbait rods where you go to cast it and it feels like a broomstick. These rods load up perfect. Like, I mean, perfect. The 807 is rated, I believe, 6 to 14 ounces, but it doesn't feel like it at all. That thing is featherweight, and
I can confirm that because I've used his rod throwing at depths, and it was like, why that doesn't feel like I'm throwing anything.
no, it's
Ridiculous. Yep.
it just loads up perfect. Yeah, 6 to 14 ounces. It is. It's an amazing rod.
It's one of those, like, when you've got a really good jig rod set up and you're throwing like a 3/4 ounce football jig and you don't think about it, you just know you're going to huck that thing, you're going to bomb it. Long distance, you pick it up, you swing, and let her fly. Usually with all the other swimbait rods I have, while they can handle a depth 250 or some of my other bigger glides like that, like I have to be methodical about thinking about how I'm going to throw it to load it up and get the absolute most of it. On that rod, nope. It's like throwing a jig, dude. I just picked up, like, bomb that thing. And it just goes. As long as your line is rated for it, you're good.
Mm-hmm.
So, Oliver, it's funny you bring that up. Wait, before I go to Oliver, hang on. Sorry, I saw Kevin. Maybe talk about best way to get started with big baits. We actually did that. That's the only swim bait video that we've done was talking about from that perspective. Because that was one of the only things that we felt like 100% confident we could easily cover that we really knew what we were talking about. And we made sure to hammer home that point. Like, it's not something we've done for a very long time, like Oliver, or even any of the swim bait scrutiny guys, Tom and Tyler. And we don't do it exclusively, but we've done it enough, and we've gone through that introductory phase to it and kind of fine-tuning and expanding and finding what works for us and trying to get more out of it. Like, we've gone through all that. So at one point, I remember it was like, let's just do a video on that. And we did that, and it actually did pretty well. It's up on the channel. You just search, like, Reel Nothern Bass swim baits, you'll find it. It's easy peasy. Then Oliver, Walmart challenge. Only thing I can watch on YouTube. Chris, throw that on the list, please. So yes, and this is my buddy's Chris idea. And I know you're being cheeky, but we were talking about that. just the other day, like maybe 2 weeks ago.
Dude.
And
I have an idea for a video.
Hold it. I want to hear that next. Because you're going to like this.
I'm listening.
He was like, you should do a Walmart challenge video. And I kind of immediately was like, all right, come
That's
on.
literally what I was going to say.
And he was like, but it's not like one of those corny, cheesy challenge things. I want you to go to Walmart with $100, as if you were a brand new angler.
You know how many crankbaits you can buy from Ozark Trail?
Right. He's like, but now with the insight of being as experienced as you are, you don't have to try and hide that. You go in there knowing everything you do, and with $100, get a rod, a reel, and line, and whatever else you think you need for that time of the year. And then we're gonna it'll literally be almost like a one take thing. We're gonna Walmart first thing in the morning, or even the day before. Drop my $100.
We gotta film it. We have to film it though.
Yeah, we're gonna actually film the shopping experience, and then do that. Then there's gonna be a follow up to that, and then we're gonna do the same thing with $300 at a real tackle shop. So we go to Ben's Tackle. So it'll be a 2-part series.
I like it. $100 each?
Yes.
Okay.
You get $100. It'd be like we were 2 brand new anglers. We've watched a bunch of videos. We know what we wanted. Like we like, fuck yeah, dude, let's go fishing. Like I'm really into bass fishing. Yeah, me too, man. Let's do it. And just obviously we're not gonna be like fake animated like that, but you get the point, right?
We could. Oh my god, no, we could do it. We could do like a $500. We have to buy a kayak. And then go to Round Pond.
All right.
We're going to catch fish no matter what there. So I'm kidding. I'm not going to do that.
It was going to be 2 things. Like, okay, your first time angler, you have $100 to drop and you want to go fishing. That doesn't include your fishing license as far as that fee. Because that varies all over the place. But you have literally just $100 per person to dedicate just towards rod, reel, line, and whatever tackle you can get to fill out the rest of that $100 budget. And then go fishing and see what we can do. And I'm confident we can be successful with that. And I wanted to do that to prove that point. And that was like how we elaborated on it from Chris having that suggestion. And then I took it a step further. I was like, okay, we do that for part 1, but part 2, then we're going to Ben's Tackle Shack. We do it all over again, but we're going to do it for like $300. So now you've got both, right? Not that I want to glorify Walmart by any means, but when you think about the average kind of person that's just getting started, probably more often than not, they're going to go somewhere like that, right? They don't want to spend a lot of money. It's probably like a 60-40 split, right? And so let's, you know what, we could do both. We could go $100 at Walmart and $100 at a local tackle shop.
Yeah, I mean, my first combo I ever bought, bait cast combo I ever bought, this was a long time ago, was an Abu Garcia Black Max.
Yep.
And it was like $70. And I had that thing for probably 3 years. It was awesome. I loved it. I loved that rod. And then I started to get...
What have I done?
What do you mean? What do you mean, what have I done? Oh, dude, it's going to be great, Oliver. It's going to be sick.
We won't call it a Walmart challenge. We'll call
Andrew,
it like
grab a push-button Zebco. Dude, that's like $40. That means I got $60 I can spend on baits and line.
Right? No.
It's perfect.
Oh, okay, maybe.
And I'll even use swivels. And bobbers.
Come on. That's wasted cost. You don't
No, it's
need 'em.
not. Are you kidding? You know how many fish I'm going to catch with a bobber?
No, the swivel.
No way.
You don't need the swivel.
You have to have it.
You do the swivel. I'm going to spend the $3 you spend on swivel. I'm going to buy a bag of Senkos.
You're going to buy 6 crankbaits. I'm telling you, those Ozark Trail crankbaits are like $1 a piece.
I'll be up to like 5 to 1 on fish range. That's your stupid swivel now, dickhead.
Well, wait till you see the secret weapon as I bust out a can of worms.
I got $100 worth of shiners.
Liebait catches big fish.
Sean, what'd you get? I got this really great deal on like this Lew's rod and reel combo. I actually found some Seaguard abrasics that was on.
No, they have Seaguard Basic.
Whatever. Bear with me for a second.
I'm bearing.
I got some great Trocar hooks. I got Senkos. I got crankbaits. Like, dude, I got all this stuff for $100. What'd you get? Got me Zebco, shiners.
I got me a stick of dynamite.
And crickets.
Jesus. Know where I found the crickets?
Come on. Anyway. So
we're having fun with this. This is going to be a good one.
But it's really going to be good.
I feel like every YouTuber's done this, but I think it's just going to be fun, though.
With the Northeast perspective. You know, because we know, like, the 2 highest costs of living in this country is California and, like, this area of the Northeast, the greater Boston area.
Carolina rig with split shots.
Oh, come on. Damn it. Okay. So the $100 challenge. The $100 and the $300 challenge. Just 2 videos. May have to wait for a little bit warmer weather for that. I'm not sure.
And Black Max on the Uncle Stick. Don't lie.
I can go back up to find his original comment that started this. Damn it. Okay. So he was there, so I can pin that. I like that. Chris, there's another one. Cold fronts / weather / how to adapt.
Go back to bed.
No.
I'm just kidding.
Go out there anyway, you get your teeth kicked in, then you go home and take a nap.
Savage Gears Shine Glide versus
You're too
Depths.
far down.
I have
Stop.
sorry, I've literally caught fish on both of those.
Too far down. Stop it. Gordon also wants us to talk about big baits. Okay, we'll do something on big baits again.
Okay.
Chris, if you want to write that here, hang on. There you go. Definitely talk about big baits. That's my biggest downfall. Throw that up in there too, please. Oh, Dan, what's the best new bait for 2024 season? I'm hesitant to say yes to this. Because, my God, is that purely subjective? You know, and then it's like, I don't know. It seems so disingenuous. Because how can you answer that when there are so many new baits?
Best new bait that we've used.
That we've used. We could do that. Okay.
We shall find out.
Chris, what's the best new bait we have tried for 2024?
We shall find out.
Because then at least very specific. But we'll have to be a little adventurous. We'll have to go out of our way to probably get at least like 10 different baits to try. But how are we going to... See, I can't talk about that unless I actually use it. That's okay. That can be like towards the end of the season thing. It's still worth throwing into the list.
Oliver, I like that idea.
Why do the fish not bite my lure when I do the things that should make them bite? A series.
A series.
Part 1. Fish suck. Part 2.
I suck.
Part 3. I definitely suck. Part 4. I know what I'm doing. Part 5. Nope, just luck.
Part 6. Going home.
Part 7. Trying to sell my boat. Part 8. I caught my PB. Part 9.
From shore.
14. What the F?
I like Oliver's idea.
I haven't got there yet. I'm working. Oh,
I know.
Here we go. What to look for when fishing big soft baits, structure areas. Yeah, throw that in there. That actually might be a good one for a guest appearance with that. So one of the things I would actually like for us to do this year, if we can, if a few people are really interested in it, especially if we can do them in person, is like collaborative videos like that.
That'd be cool.
You know, like that would be a perfect one to do with swim bait scrutiny.
It would.
I mean, I would rather do it with Oliver if he's up around here, but if we're trying to do something in the spring for like that we actually get together with people with, and like swim bait scrutiny would be a perfect example. That would be a freaking phenomenal collaborative video.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure would. And we can go to that lake that nobody knows of.
I can't wait to go back there.
Telling me.
The drone one, right?
Yeah, the drone one.
Where are you going, drone pond?
Drone pond. Dude, whoops. I climbed up that tree and got it back.
What'd I say? Oh, that'll do it.
Oh, that'll do it.
Like, I can get that back. And I would resign myself. I'm like, nah, it's fine. It's gone.
No, I got it.
Oh, you did. Ooh, Mark. Fishing a wobblehead jig. Something I learned more about. I've messed around with them, but I don't have a lot of confidence in it. I'm not going to say throw that in there yet, but that is something I would like to talk about a lot. I haven't done a lot of it recently, but that's something I used to do a lot of.
We used to use those.
Yeah, I mean, I still have a ton. So, we'll cover that again at some point. Okay, so here's the thing. Bass and Panda, brand new lake that you've never been to, breakdown. That is a double-edged sword. That was actually something I did very early on in the channel when I felt confident enough that I knew what I was doing, that I could find success going pretty much anywhere I wanted to, but, you know, not like kill it, just do really good. And I felt that the only way I could really do that and make it genuine so that people would believe it was to name the lake. Obviously, I'm not going to do that. So I don't know. But brand new lake that you've never been to, breakdown.
We don't have to name the lake. We just had to say it's a new lake we've never been to.
Okay, you know what, Chris? Book it, please. Let's do that. We can revisit that series We just have to be careful with how we film it. And yeah, but even if it's out of state, like I'm not necessarily worried about blowing up my own honey hole. I'm worried about blowing up somebody else's honey hole.
Yeah, we don't care about blowing up our own, really.
To an
the
extent,
most
there's
part.
there's a handful, like a literal handful of lakes that we're like,
There's like
it's off limits.
4.
Like, don't blow it up at all. Everything else, it's like, you know what? It's not the end of the world if people start fishing this.
Yeah.
But no, to his point, yeah. If we go out there and it's purely blind, we have to find a lake that we know we can access. It's within a day's trip. And we definitively, neither one
Within
of us
a
can
day's trip, that's pretty
anybody ever
vague.
told us. Huh?
Within a day's trip, it's kind of vague.
That's literally anywhere in New England, except for the most northern tip of Maine.
Yeah, so we could go to Canada.
We could get to Canada back in the day, Lake Memphremog. Oh, that's a beautiful lake too. I've seen pictures of it. Never been. I know of guys that fish there.
I know a lot of guys who fish there.
So like that'd be a great example. Okay, book it. We'll do that one. Which goes in the same way with the other comment, how to break down new things. But just making sure
How to
I'm
keep
very far behind. Oh, 3D fishing. Let's do a $100 fish off against each other. Okay. Book it. The $100 fish off. And actually, one of the things that we had talked about with swimbait scrutiny not too long ago, too, was doing like kind of like a head-to-head against them. And it'd be a 2-part series. One day they go out, they fish anything they want, which is all swimbait stuff, and we fish anything we want. And then we flip the script. And we see just how we do. Not necessarily like a, F you, I'm better than you. No, F you, I'm better. And just for the sake of like, you take, it's not quite that fair though, because we do fish swim baits more often than they fish traditional. I think it's to make a good series. We'll give it a shot. I think it'd be good. Oliver, you've created monsters. 3 rod, 3 lure challenge. Isn't that what 1 rod, 1 reel is all about or something? I don't know. I don't watch anybody, but that's what the name implies to me. Do New Hampshire fishermen come to California challenge video?
Yeah, I know. I would love to come out to that.
Look at Oliver. It was either come out there or buy all new ionic lithiums for my boat finally. And I am sorry, but I prioritize lithium batteries over coming to see you in Vermont or California.
I would, if I,
I'm sorry, but I'm also not sorry because I've been dying to get lithiums for a long time now.
I've been dying to fish California.
Yeah, that too.
We'll see. We'll see.
Actually, you know what? Bob, you're an attorney at no limit with time running out. What do? That's not even worth a video topic. I'll just tell you. You throw a Senko, man. You throw a Senko until your arm falls off.
Throw a Senko or a glide bait until it's time to go in.
Or just go put your boat on the trailer.
That too.
Like, I joke, but I don't joke. Like, how many times has Senko bailed our asses out in tournaments in the last minute?
Dude, that one time you caught that for like 5.5. Like, right.
It was great.
We're just going to sit here and throw Senkos. Dude, get the net.
I won't fun fish with them. Like, ever. Texas, weightless Texas rig, like, yeah, I'll do that. And I'll fish it like a fluke through the pads, but otherwise, no. If I'm in a tournament, bet your ass I've got one tied on every time without batting an eye. DJ wants to do a punching vid. Well, no, I'm thinking like topics that come out like right now as we go into the spring. Yeah, we can do that.
Corey, cold fronts in Florida. That sucked. It was still fun, though.
Alec, I'm available for collab videos on how to suck at fishing with plenty of first-hand examples. Yeah, dude, we had about 10 videos worth of footage last year that were prime examples in that, which is why we had like nothing to upload last year. Like usually, and I still firmly believe this. There is not a bad day in the water. We have good days, we have bad days, but there's always something to learn. Not this past fall. There was just some really bad goddamn days.
Yeah, we didn't learn much. It was just bad.
We learned that. And we were fishing the wrong goddamn ponds.
Every time.
Ooh, DJ, catch and cook with a chef. We can eat bass. Okay.
Smallies only, though.
Yeah.
I heard largies taste like mud. How to keep Andrew happy. Recipes and toppings.
talk about.
I'm happy.
Dogbone. Sean, how about that Cape Cod water you've never fished? Which one? We've been down there quite a bit. We might be coming down there this weekend. We're either going to Connecticut or going down to the Cape. And there's a spot we've been to.
Go to the Cape.
You know where I want to go if we go there.
I think so.
We went with Goodman twice.
Yep, that was literally the place that I told Brian that we should go to this weekend.
Yep. So, and the reason
That place
why,
that he caught that like 6.5?
Yep, when he was in his own little car topper.
Yep.
So the main reason why, because we were talking about when he was at the show, because he was there Friday or Saturday, I forget what day he was there. Yeah.
Okay.
And we were literally talking about that, and he was like, you know, dude, let me know when you come down. I was like, I think we're going to come down there this weekend. He said, well, keep me posted. I'll jump in with you. I was like, all right, yeah, I'll definitely let you know. I was like, well, where do you want to go?
I saw him at the show.
Huh? That's when I was talking about it. And he's like, where are you thinking of going? I said, there. And he was like, dude, I have been meaning to talk to you about that. I want you both to come down there, and I want you to throw your A-rigs. Because I think the way you fish them on 2 particular spots, you just mentioned, another spot, he's like, I think you're going to find something magical. I was like, done deal, brother. We'll be there.
There's big fish in there, too.
Yeah, that's the spot where I got caught at 10.
No, Defiant.
Either way.
The 210 or 2. Oh, no, I'm throwing the 247 down there.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
it's already, I already have it rigged. I rigged it up before the show.
Jim, careful of the Canada-U.S. line. You can go fish into Canada all day long. You just cannot make landfall. And that includes anchoring. Because you're touching the land inside of Canada, that counts as landfall. I know it sounds like a stupid distinction, but it really does matter. So, food for thought. 2 boys, 1 boat. That's every weekend, baby.
That's...
Corey, could you do a conventional versus swimbait day? One guy throws swimbaits all day, one guy throws conventional all day. Watch literally any of our videos, and that's
hi, swim baits.
my like 8th fish. Granted, really only this year. It was like my main fish. Would you throw X by now? No! Launches the depths. I'm gonna do it this way.
I don't care if I catch anything. I just want to throw this thing.
Ooh, Gordon, that's a really good one. How to fish as a team and work together and not fish and not against each other. Chris, please book that one as well. That's a great topic to do like right now in the next few weeks, prior to the beginning of the tournament season. Because if they're like, when I think about tournament fishing, I literally can't picture myself fishing a tournament with anybody else other than him. And the idea of the only time I would do that is when we fish like in solos. You can't do teams. Because what him and I can do together, I don't know of many people that can do that. We are both extremely confident and capable in most of any technique you can think of. But we have our preferences for what we like to do. There's a lot of overlap with those, and then there's a little bit that falls out where, like, I like jerkbait fishing, but it's not my favorite thing to do. It's not the first thing I'm going to do, whereas it is for him. So depending upon the situation that we find ourselves in for the day, we can be very like wildly different in our approach, or we can do somewhat similar but just subtly different enough that we're still tackling it from a different perspective. And that's really good when you're getting like, we've already got a fish or two and it's like, okay, well, I think we're getting close to figuring out the pattern. And then the moment we figure out the pattern, we both switch to it and we don't skip a beat anywhere in that process, which I think is the best thing about the way him and I fish together.
There's no time to skip a beat.
No. And we're very efficient with it. And we're very communicative with it. That is a phenomenal topic to cover. Because I think that's one of the things that, out of everything that we do, and everything that we enjoy doing, and the things that we're good at, maybe not so good at, I think that's the thing we're probably better at than the majority of people out there, is how we fish together, and how efficient we are with it. Ooh, I do like this. Bass and Panda, prepping for your tournaments. I would say let's book that one as well. Because that's a fun one.
We have done that before, but we could revisit
We did it as a stream, but not as a standalone video.
Okay.
That could be a fun one. And actually, this would make my buddy Chris very happy because he had an idea for a video that actually did not involve any fishing.
No, we should
that would be perfect.
We should actually do it with like during a tournament, like going pre-fishing.
Oh yeah.
Like rigging and pre-fishing and any changes that we had to make, and then the tournament and the results.
Yeah.
That'd be one hell of a video, a long video, but
that would be a phenomenal 2-part series in the sense of I hate like when you're watching TikTok or Instagram, it's like, you're going to follow for part 2. I really hate that because, you know, it's like a 23-second video. Buddy, you got 60 seconds. You could have put part 2 in there because part 2 was 10 seconds. Like, that would be a truly good 2-part video series where it's the entirety of that prep up to the tournament. And then the tournament video would be like a normal video that we would do anyway. Like we have done a half dozen times where the tournament itself is its own video. You know, and we can see the results. And then we could even do a part 3 where it's like a complete review of the entire prep process, the reasoning and rationale behind our intent with that, what happened during the tournament, what the results were, and whether it was good or not, lessons learned, the whole 9 yards. You know, where we failed, where we succeeded. Like, that would actually be a really, really good 3-part in-depth series.
Yeah, it would.
Oh, I really like that. Great suggestion, Panda. Thank you.
2%. I just had to put that out there for the milk.
Cape is seriously warm this weekend. Yeah, I know, dude. I'm excited. Chris, that's what I like to hear, man. I'm going to pin that back up there for a second. Oh, all right. I see Sean's comment first. What comes first, the milk or the cereal? The cereal first, you heathens. Who pours a bowl full of milk before they fill it with cereal?
Well, if you already ate one, don't even start.
It's the starting process. You can't talk about after the fact. Come on. Everybody knows if you already got milk in it.
Yeah, but you're starting again on the second bowl. And you already have milk in there.
Well, then there's already milk in there. Then, of course, you have to put this. I swear to God.
Know what I do?
I swear.
I put the cereal in on the old milk, and then I pour milk on top of it.
Yeah, well, that's
Bazinga!
Fine. That's fine. Oh, you son of a bitch. See, he has to deal with my dad jokes. I have to deal with shit like this. Heavy cream? Jesus, Dixie.
Oh, my God, dude. Imagine,
I put ice cream in first, then the cereal.
Let ice cream melt, and then cereal.
Oh, my God. All right, I tell you what. This is good enough. You guys, like, I already had 4 topics. I want to say that at least for, like, immediately after that, as we roll out here in the next 2 months, we probably got 3 or 4 more after that, and I know more are going to come up. Plus, there's, like, regular uploads. But my goal is to have Monday and Fridays for regular video uploads. And one's going to be like either on the boat sitting in front of one camera or right here in this exact spot sitting in front of this camera. And the other one would be like an actual day of fishing. And ideally, as we go through this year, we can do better with creating shorts on the boat, which just literally making more of the same thing we did last year. Yeah. Releases, quick talk about it, show the fish we just caught. Like, I was doing this with it, and back she goes. Just make like 5 of them a day.
Or catch a 4.5 pound smallie and just be like, see ya.
Yeah.
Not take a picture with it, nothing.
That one that Nate recorded when we were out there together up north, Brownie.
Was I there?
Yeah, it was late last year. And
yeah.
I caught that 4.6 like first thing in the morning, and then the rest of the day was terrible.
Mm-hmm.
I actually wasn't that terrible.
It was
but
bad.
It was pretty bad. And I didn't realize he was recording me. I thought he was taking a picture. I was trying to weigh it, and he had his phone down, and all he did was pan up. And it's me sitting there holding the fish, and it's just like lightly kicking. I'm like, 464, and whatever I said. And he's like, nice. And then like that was it. It was like a 10-second video. Dude, I got like 8,000 views or something stupid. Like
Jesus, dude.
It did better than most other videos we posted. It was like,
God.
All right. Cool.
Drink.
I like it. Drink. Easy.
It's still hot.
Ooh. Yeti doing Yeti work.
Jig fish video.
Dixie Fishing, thank you. Chris, I don't write it down. I've already got this started. This is something I started recording back in August. And I remember this because I just looked at this a week ago. And I got thinking about jig fishing. And I was like, you know what? I want to just like wax eloquent about jigs. So I figured out, like I broke it down. I was like, okay, it's going to be a 4-part series. And I made the first video. It was like late at night. And I was all fired up. I'm going to sit down and talk about this. And I sat down. I recorded the first video. And I edited it all that night.
Jesus.
I planned the whole thing out and I got the first video done. Back in August. 6 months ago. I got part 1 of 4. So, yes, it's coming.
It'll happen.
At this rate, it'll be ready in 2027. 7 pounds smaller, you're bust. Damn right, Kevin. I'd be happy with a. But yeah, now I have to say a 6. I essentially got a 5.5. I finally got like a truly good PB. Not like, oh, from 5 to 5.02 to 5.04 to 5.06. From 5.06 to 5.44. Yeah. No, that's the right kind of step up.
That's better. I need to catch an 8-pound largie.
Okay, yes.
I don't give a shit about the small. I care about smallmouth.
Yeah,
I love smallmouth. I literally have a smallmouth tattooed on my arm. Like, I need that 8-pound largie.
I will not be the least bit upset if your PB smallie is bigger than mine. But it will be unjust, goddammit, if you have a bigger largie and a bigger smallie than me.
I mean, I did.
All right, dickhead. I've just come to accept
dickhead.
I've just come to accept the fact that you catch bigger fish than me on a regular basis, and this was the only year that was an outlier for that.
Yeah, all of you better believe I'm gonna boat flip that thing.
We don't even net 8-pounders in California. Do you even have 8-pounders left in California anymore?
Who knows?
We were just talking about that.
Till next time.
Not last week, the other week when we had him on the show. And he was saying, he was like, I don't think a 6-pounder out here is big. I was like, oh, so you're like New Hampshire now.
Yeah, pretty much. Supposedly.
Oh, dude, you know what? There was like no real point to this. I'm just saying thank you. The expo is awesome. What do you want us to talk about? Upcoming videos? We had a lot of people watching tonight. And they stuck around for a while, so I'm going to say this was friggin' awesome. Great show. For anybody that's still here watching, thank you. Leave a like before you go, please, whether you're watching here on Facebook or on YouTube. Doesn't matter. Either way, it helps immensely. I have no idea what the hell we're going to talk about next week. We'll figure it out. Do your thing.
We will see you guys next week, as always, at youtube.com/@Reel Nothern Bass.
There it is.
8 p.m. Eastern. We will see you guys next week. Love you all.
Have a wonderful
Adios, muchachos.
Muchachos.
Go buy one of these.